Thanks, Dave. You know, we love watches. They've always been this incredible mix of beauty and technology, and from the very beginning, they've inspired artists and engineers to come together and create. And with Android Wear, we're taking a similar path. We're partnering with companies all over the world to create beautiful, useful devices. And the result is choice. Earlier this morning, you heard about our growing set of watches, straps, and watch faces. And in fact, there are now over 1,500 watch faces available for Android Wear. And we're thrilled by all the ways that you can express your style. In parallel, and for the past year, we've been making key platform investments to enable truly useful wearable apps. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. In the last 12 months, we've launched 4 major OS releases and 7 different watches, bringing dozens of important improvements to users and developers alike. With features like GPS, offline music, and Wi-Fi, we're making your watch more useful for you, even when you don't have your phone. Third-party watch faces not only enable you to express your style, they provide all sorts of information at a glance. And features like brightness boost, fader mode, and screen lock provide the flexibility you need for technology that you actually wear. And perhaps the best part, every time we make these improvements, we're able to push them to existing watches. So when you buy an Android Wear watch, you know it will keep getting better over time. Today, we're evolving Android Wear even further, and we're taking our inspiration from something we already do on our watches, and that's checking the time. Checking the time is pretty cool. You can just look at your wrist, get the information you need, and make a decision in fractions of a second. It's glanceable, actionable, and effortless. And that's at the cornerstone of how we think about all interactions on Android Wear. Our latest release of Android Wear, which is rolling out over the next few weeks, brings this approach to even more parts of the experience, from the display to device input to the launcher. Let us show you a few examples. For starters, Android Wear watches include always-on screens, meaning you can see the time all the time. There's no need to tap, twist, or shake your wrist to wake up the display. In our latest release, we've brought this ability to apps as well, so you can always see useful information at a glance while also saving on battery. We call this always-on apps. So if you're grocery shopping, you can wear your shopping list on your wrist. Once Jeff has found the tomatoes, he can walk all the way to the dairy section, and his shopping list will stay on the screen the whole time in this low-power black and white mode. Or if you're walking around a new neighborhood, directions with maps will stay on the screen. There's no need to shake your arm and tap at the display just to get back to the map. It's always just a glance away. The latest release of Android Wear also lets you interact with your watch in new ways that feel natural on your wrist. For example, Jeff can scroll up and down through his notifications using wrist gestures like this. It's pretty cool, and it's really helpful when you want to check the details of a message or the exact location of an appointment you're going to, but your hands are full. And if you're chatting with a friend, like Jeff is here, using Facebook Messenger, the latest version of Android Wear now lets you draw and send emoji. So when he sketches this cocktail glass, the watch recognizes it automatically, and his friend will see that message on their phone, computer, or watch. It's really great. Android Wear now puts all your apps and contacts at your fingertips in the new launcher. All you need to do is touch the watch face, and you can start an app, start communicating with a friend, or ask a question right there. Ultimately, wearable apps should be glanceable, actionable, and effortless. just like checking the time. And Android Wear's new platform capabilities enable experiences that really fit your wrist. We're seeing lots of great examples of this from developers. So let's take a look at some of the apps launching in the near future. Foursquare, for instance, uses geofencing and in-context notifications to suggest the ideal entree to you when you walk into a new restaurant. With the new always-on feature, apps like Citymapper can show you information about your train arrival for as long as you're going to need it. And with voice input, you can now request a ride from Uber by saying, "Okay, Google, call a car," and you can track its arrival right on your watch. Of course, we know that wearable technology is evolving fast, and that today's devices include everything from accelerometers and heart rate monitors to haptic motors and microphones to GPS and Wi-Fi. And we have enabled apps to make full use of these capabilities too. So with Android Wear, developers are free to build on top of all of them with code that runs directly on the watch itself, giving you deep, interactive experiences on your wrist. Google Fit, for instance, interprets that sensor data to recognize walking, running, and cycling, as well as squats, sit-ups, and push-ups automatically. If golf is more your thing, Golf Swing Analyzer uses the watch's accelerometer and gyroscope to measure the tempo, speed, and angle of your swing. And if you hear a song you like, Shazam can listen and recognize it using the watch's built-in microphone. Android Wear apps can also take advantage of our increasingly connected world, giving you control directly from your wrist. With Spotify, for instance, you can browse and control the music that you want to hear. With Ford's app, you can check your car's battery range right on your watch, and even find your car if you forgot where you parked it. And on your way home, you'll be able to adjust your living room temperature with Nest. Honestly, if you can dream it, you can build it. And our developer community is really delivering. Today, we're happy to announce that there are already more than 4,000 apps built specifically for Android Wear. That's thousands of apps that do way more than just tell the time. And each one is a powerful example of what's possible on a wearable device. Ultimately, Android Wear is about choice. Your choice of powerful developer APIs, your choice of watches, your choice of straps and apps, together with manufacturers, chip makers, developers, and fashion brands, we're growing this family of devices and experiences even further. By the end of the year, there will be many more Android Wear watches to choose from, because you should be able to wear what you want and build what you want. And with Android Wear, you can. Thank you.